of coming to Illinois, right? That's right. We don't want fracking in Illinois, and that's what we're here to say today. We have a great lineup of speakers, climate justice activists, environmental justice activists for you today. And the first person that I am going to introduce is Dr. Laura Chamberlain. She's a family physician in Illinois with a strong science background. She has been an environmentalist and progressive activist for 40 years. She is an organizer for the Stop the Frack Attack on Illinois, which is a member group of the Illinois Coalition for a Moratorium on Fracking, a statewide coalition of grassroots groups working for the passage of Senate Bill 1418, a moratorium on fracking with an investigative task force. And you can follow her work on Stop the Frack Attack on Illinois on Facebook. And I just want to say, Dr. Laura Chamberlain has been an advocate for all of us here to tell our legislators what we need is not fracking in Illinois. So,
thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone, and thank you media. Okay, I'm here to let you know, I'm here to let all Illinois residents know that your lawmakers, your governor, your attorney general are not on track to keep you safe from fracking. They are not. We've been down to Springfield, we've been talking to them, and they do not get it. So I'm counting on you media to really do your due diligence on this one, okay? I have a packet of information for you, and I have people for you to follow up with, okay? William Rao, RAU, he's a professor emeritus at Illinois State University in Normal. He has really done a lot of work on this subject. And he's telling us that we cannot frack Illinois. Our shale is too shallow. Have you even heard that on any media report? Have you heard it from any Illinois lawmaker? The Germans did a complete investigation of fracking. Let me contrast Germany to Illinois, shall I? Exxon went out and they had town halls with all of the residents in Germany, in every single community, and they talked over what they were going to do, what chemicals they were going to use, their entire process, and they had votes all over Germany. So all of the residents were fully apprised about what was exactly going to happen. Here in Illinois, we have a backroom deal with the industry, and our governor, our Speaker Madigan, our Illinois lawmakers all have fracking fever. Boo! It's all about the money for them. That's it. So I am here to warn you. We are in very severe danger in Illinois. They want to frack. Can I ask you to hold the microphone for a second? I've got to hold up these maps, okay? You are not going to see this anywhere else. Okay, they want to frack right in a very dangerous seismic zone. I'm going to show I know CAN TV, I may want to get closer to you. This is where they want to frack, okay? The southeast corner of Illinois. Those are the frack fields. This is a map of the Wabash and New Madrid fault lines, the most unstable fault lines in the country. Right, folks? Yeah. Fracking has been proven by the USGS to cause earthquakes. Disposal of the millions of gallons of toxic flowback causes earthquakes. They are doing it right in the same area. Exactly what Germany has considered verboten, okay? Other countries too. France has banned it. Vermont has banned it. New York has been in a 5-year investigation about fracking, and they're rolling it over for 2 more years. They still don't know how to do it safely. So how does our governor, our attorney general, our Speaker Madigan, with dollar signs in their eyes, how do they think they're going to do it safely when all of these other countries around the world have decided that it cannot be done safely? So I'm going to walk you through real quick the process. They go down about a mile. They drill down about a mile. They drill over about a mile, 2 miles. They can drill over to 10 miles. There are some fracking, horizontal fracking, that goes 10 miles. So we could drill down here and we could frack at University of Chicago. Then they pour in just thousands of tons of toxic chemicals in billions of gallons of water, and they frack the shale rock underneath, and it causes earthquakes. When you're standing over it, it's an explosive process. So in Illinois, we have 12 regulators at the Illinois Department of Natural Resources that are going to oversee thousands of wells and make sure they're adhering to completely weak regulations. In the bill that they are touting as the best of the nation regulatory bill, it is full of holes. They've come to complete compromises. I'll just give you one example. In New York, they rejected a bill that was stronger than the regulatory bill that we have here in Illinois. In that bill, they had 4,000 feet. You could not frack within 4,000 feet of surface water. In our bill, we get 1,500. University of Colorado has proved that there are cancer clusters and respiratory disease occurring within a half mile of the frack fields. In Illinois, they're going to let them frack 300 feet, 500 feet from schools and churches. Does that sound like anybody here in Illinois is trying to keep you safe? No! Thank you. Exactly. So we are here, we are begging Governor Quinn, Attorney General Lisa Madigan, the Illinois lawmakers, Speaker Madigan, to give us a moratorium and an investigative task force so we can really look at the science about what's going on in southern Illinois and central Illinois where they want to frack. So we can really determine whether this is safe or not for our state. So once again, our bill is SB 1418, and we are asking for a moratorium and an investigative task force, and we're gonna get it, right? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Long. So can we do a couple of chants here to tell legislators exactly what we're here for? I'm gonna do a chant, and y'all are gonna repeat after me, right?
Sure.
Reckless groundwater contamination is a corporate abomination. Reckless groundwater contamination is a corporate abomination. Reckless groundwater contamination is a corporate abomination. Y'all are set. Y'all are awesome. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to give the number out of the politicians that Dr. Laura mentioned. The Capitol switchboard is 217 782 2000. You tell them where you live, and you tell them who you need to speak to tell your legislators not to bring fracking here. You can call the governor, Mr. Quinn, at 312 814 2121. Awesome. You guys are awesome. So our next great speaker that we have is he's the Director of Nuclear Energy Information Service. He is also another climate justice activist, Mr. Dave Kraft.
Thank you, Sarah. My name is Dave Kraft, K-R-A-F-T, and I'm Director of Nuclear Energy Information Service. We're a 32-year-old activist organization and watchdog group, anti-nuclear but pro-safe energy. That's what we've been about for 32 years. And it may seem kind of odd that an anti-nuclear group would be involved in the fracking issue, but that's one of those little mysteries that our state has refused to bother to look into, and I'll get to that in a minute. When you hear that the regulatory bill that is proposed is the best in the nation and is one of the best compromises out there, those of us who have been doing activism for 32 years know what that's called. When you get a bill like what is being proposed for regulations, and they say it's the best out there, you have to understand that that's what we call the cream of the crap. And that's really what regulatory bills are, especially in this case. The state of Illinois has not studied fracking. How can you possibly regulate what you don't know anything about? politicians and industry people like to use the word prudent a lot. And we believe it's prudent that the state of Illinois take 2 years to find out something about fracking before they give away the state. Because in our view, water is for drinking, not for fracking. Water is for crops, growing crops, not for fracking. It's for recreation, it's for fishing, not for fracking. So until they've done the study that conclusively shows that there's no harm, they don't know what they're talking about. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what they don't know. And we sent letters to the state legislators earlier this year in January, alerting them to the fact that there are radiological hazards involved with fracking. If you look at the 92-page bill on regulations, you will find the word radioactivity or radiation in it once in 92 pages. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence that they know what the hell's going on with fracking. Well, I'll tell you. Fracking already has been shown, conclusively demonstrated, to trigger earthquakes. 25 years ago, we knew that deep well injection triggered an earthquake near a nuclear plant in Ohio. This is not rocket science. It's not a mystery. It's just that nobody in the state legislature bothered to look. We also know that fracking will release a lot of methane at the wellheads, and this, of course, is a potent global warming greenhouse gas. But more importantly, we've been discovering recently that the process of fracking liberates radon gas, which happens to be the second largest cause of lung cancer in the United States. And it also liberates radium when you fracture the rock. And that radium gets flushed out with the water that comes out the other end of the frack. And we're finding that the regulations say they can just dispose of that as regular waste. They don't consider it radioactive waste, even though it's contaminated with radium. Again, showing the legislature has not done its homework. We've also heard stories that down in Texas, and this is fairly recent, they're actually using the fracking process to mine for uranium. So I asked the governor, I asked the attorney general, I asked the state legislature, are you encouraging uranium mining through fracking in Illinois? Because if your regulations aren't tight enough, you're opening the door wide open for Illinois to become polluted with uranium. So for these reasons, the fact that this is an unstudied process, intelligent people would say, don't just do something, stand there. Now normally, I would say that's what our legislature does anyway, but in this case, they really need to take the non-action of voting for a moratorium, studying the issue, and quite frankly, Illinois doesn't need fracking. We need energy that has nothing to do with fossil fuels, let alone natural gas. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. So yeah, I just wanted to point out all of the environmental groups that are here, also just concerned citizens that are here against this really dirty process of gaining energy. So I represent PADO, Pilsen Environmental Rights and Reform Organization, one of the grassroots organizations that helped shut down the coal plants last year. So if we could shut down coal plants, we could definitely keep fracking from coming to our states. We also have Rainforest Action Network here, Rising Tide Chicago, Organic Consumers Association, I see the Illinois Green Party, Nuclear Energy Information Service, and we also work with folks down in Southern Illinois where this issue hits them directly in their backyard. Safe Southern Illinoisans against fracking our environment. So we need to give a round to them so that they hear us here in Chicago, that we stand with them and we will not allow this in their backyard. That's right. Any other groups, I mean, y'all are environmental justice activists in my book. So I'm also going to bring up our last speaker, Angie Vians, who's with Rising Tide Chicago and RAN. She's also been an environmental justice activist for many years. She really puts a lot on the line to make sure that our environment is safe for future generations. So welcome.
Angie Vians, V-I-A-N-D-S. Okay, so hello everybody. Thank you so much for coming to this important rally. Today, Illinois is at a critical juncture as we're on the precipice of allowing horizontal hydraulic fracturing into our state. You may already know that this method of extraction has caused environmental destruction in states like Colorado, Texas, Wyoming, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. So, I find it strange that our lawmakers see this as an opportunity for our state. Clean water is essential for life, and our lawmakers are willing to risk poisoning our water so industry can come in and make money and then leave a toxic mess. That ain't right. So, how did this happen? For me, the story of how hydraulic fracturing became a fairly dangerous practice, took a foothold, is a story of unchecked corporate power. You may remember, in the mid-2000s, a loophole was written into the Clean Water Act, exempting frackers from the act. It was called the Halliburton loophole because Dick Cheney and his cronies were behind it. Today, we are dealing with sham chemical disclosure bills that may seem like they're making fracking safe, but in reality, they're opening the door for an unsafe industry and leaving communities vulnerable. This bill is crafted by an industry and the American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC.
In other words, a bill written by the industry for the industry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
ALEC writes the bills in every state.
what is the solution? The solution, according to what I think is the solution, is a strong grassroots, citizen-led, no-compromise movement that is not afraid to speak truth to power and say that highly destructive extraction of fossil fuels threatens our future on this planet, and that expansion should be stopped immediately. So essentially, you are the solution. We should do our due diligence and contact our lawmakers and encourage others to do so, going through traditional channels. But if and when that does not work, we need to take a cue from the suffragettes movement and the civil rights movement and consider using tactics like nonviolent direct action and civil disobedience.
Like the Keystone.
If water is so precious for life and our livelihood is threatened by climate destabilization, we should step up our tactics so they are in line with the severity of this threat. Please, please make sure you put down your contact information on the sign-in sheet or take a flyer and connect with us on social media. We are going to need a lot of people working very hard to stop the frack attack in Illinois. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Yeah, that's right. We know that we are asking right now for a moratorium, but what we really want, we want to make sure that fracking never comes to Illinois. That fracking doesn't come to any other state in the United States, right? Forget about a bigger, louder, faster. Fracking is a ready-made disaster. Forget about bigger, louder, faster. Fracking is a ready-made disaster. Woo!
Hi, I'm gonna just turn to the side here because I want to talk to my activist for a second. I want to give you guys an update. Do you guys want an update on the bill? Okay, exactly. Okay. So this is very important. The activism is very important. So what happened yesterday was, every time you hear that the regulatory bill is getting pulled, it means Madigan wants more money, okay? Then they give him more money and it comes back up, okay? So the regulatory bill is still out there. It's still full of holes. He's just asking for more money. That's it. It's not going to protect you. So then our bill, SB 1418, our bill got put into a subcommittee of the Energy Committee in the Senate. That is, it's not death. We're still alive. We're still alive. Woo! Woo! But what it means is we gotta have to work harder. Okay?
Co-signers, right?
Yes. So we're going to deliver today 1,000 signatures to a petition to the governor and to the attorney general. And every single one of you, we're going to get on our phones in a second. She's going to talk you through this, and we're going to make some calls. But I'm asking every single one of you to call your rep and senator every single day for the moratorium, SB 1418. And if every single person here would go out and get 10 other people to agree to that, then we could make a serious buzz. There are some senators who are listening. They are. They're getting very concerned. As it gets closer, they're getting very concerned. We've had a lot of response. We've had some people sign on to our bill. It's great. So we're moving this issue. So if you could get 10 other people, can I get a commitment? 10 other friends. And you're going to call your rep and senator every day?
Every day.
Every day, yay! And where is my lovely cohort? Where are the numbers? We're gonna talk you through. We're gonna get out our cell phones. We're gonna call right now. And where is she? Okay. Oh, there. She's gonna talk you through it. Okay.
What am I talking through? Oh, calling? Okay, yeah, I'll set the numbers again.
Okay, let's do one at a time.
I can't do them all. Okay, one at a time. The Capitol switchboard, 217 782 2000. Save it in your phone. I'll repeat it again. 217 782 2000. Save it on your phone as your lifeline to the people that need to hear from you.
Switchboard.
Y'all want the governor's number too?
Yeah.
It's fun calling him, right? Okay.
Oh, it's a lot.
His Chicago number 312 814 2121. 312 814 2121. Excellent. So, y'all want to do some more chants? Yeah, because it's cold out here. Oh, okay. I'll do one more number, the Attorney General. 312 814 3000. 312 814 3000. You can also come up to any one of us, myself, Dr. Laura, Angie, Dave, and ask us for these numbers afterwards. And please connect with us if you guys are interested in continuing this fight and fighting for more green energy, which is what we need. So here's an oldie and a good one. Y'all know this one, right? I can count on you to know this one. When our water is under attack, what do? Come on, y'all. Come on. I know it's cold. I know it's cold, but you know